sicarios, you know, hitmen. These are graffitis made by sicarios. This building on my back is the building where all the sicarios live. Look at these buildings, the palm trees. Look, looks like Miami, or look at this. Okay, can cross now. As you can see, this pedestrian path is quite nice, quite well kept. Beautiful people around. Right. This doesn't look like a dangerous city. Okay, we are in the center, but still. For having more than 1 million of inhabitants, Rosario seems pretty quiet. Look at that. This doesn't look like a dangerous place. Not even a particularly poor place. The Argentinian economic crisis is probably more about they got debt with foreign countries because they borrowed money from USA, and they now have big problems in giving back the loan. That's why the inflation is so high, because they can't pay the loan. Argentinian people, they have a lot of problems of traveling abroad because with their currency they can't afford anything. If they travel abroad, they buy a one-way ticket to Spain usually, or Italy. They go there, they find a job, they live there for a while, they send some money home, that's it. They go to Germany too, of course, to Denmark, to Scandinavia. So I have an update. Now we are in the center. This is the main center, like let's say the old town. And I have an update about the supposed dangerousness of Rosario, because a taxi driver told me some stories. Basically, he told me that Rosario is indeed dangerous. About you know, pickpockets, thieves. Yeah, that happens, but not much more than in the other cities. What can be dangerous? That there are sicarios, you know, hitmen, hired guns. He told me that Rosario is the city of sicarios, and because they commit murders for mafia, for narco traffic, drugs. Okay, so there are a lot of murders in Rosario committed by sicarios, hitmen. So if you come here, you must be careful, because you may find yourself at a crossfire, you know, like it happens, for instance, in my country, in Italy, in Naples. Naples is a city with a lot of good people, but you can walk in the center in a safe area, and some sicarios indeed are shooting at each other. So Rosario is the city with many sicarios. Okay. Now I don't know if we can spot some sicario, some hitman, you know.
Observa esto, ¿eh? ¿Sabes cómo se llama lo que acabo de hacer? Habilidad. Lo hago una vez más, ya lo saben todos.
Maybe this man on my right is a sicario, you know? He's an undercover sicarios. Look at him. He pretends to be a street vendor, But he's a sicario. What about this big dude? Maybe it's a sicario. Ah, you see? His hat to cover part of his appearance. Hey, we must be careful. Oh, this guy for sure is. You know, he's pretending to be with his mom, but he actually is a sicario. Classic sicario on a motorbike. Because the sicarios, of course, that's everywhere, they operate on a motorbike, especially in Latin America. They arrive on a motorbike, they do their job and go. These two girls are sicarios. Yeah, pretty sure. This one, no, this one no. No, this one no, she was fine. When they dress in light blue, they are not sicarios. This guy, yeah, sicario, sure. This is the famous Sicario Square. It's a square, a park, dedicated to sicarios. They also made a monument about sicarios. Look, you see? There's three guys on the base of the monument. These ones, okay? They are actually sicarios. They are the best sicarios in Rosario. So they made them a monument, okay? The woman, I think she's a sicarios undercover. Because, you know, it's typical, you know? If you see movies by Hitchcock, by Brian De Palma, usually the sicarios, they dress up as a police officers and then they do the job, you know? So they can enter in the premises. These are graffitis made by sicarios. Sometimes the sicarios, they also have like an artistic soul, so they need to express it. And what better than some street art? They come here at night, they do some painting. So you see, this street is specifically for sicarios artists. Okay. This building on my back is the building where all the sicarios live. Basically, the sicarios union give them like a building where they can all live. So also, you know, the families know each other. You know, the wife of the sicario can become friend of the wife of the other sicarios, because maybe sicarios, often the sicarios, they stay out of town for many days, for many weeks. So, and they made this building for the sicarios families, so they can gather together, they have dinner together sometimes, they celebrate the Christmas with the families, all the sicarios. If some sicario dies sadly, you know, during a job, this happens of course, the widow and the children, they have a community, you know, that sustain them. So yeah, this is a sicario building, look at that. It's quite a good building, because since being a sicario is a dangerous job, I mean, they wanna reward them. They wanna make them have a good life, you know. You see on my back there is a family of sicarios, a whole family of sicarios. Actually, if you think about it, Rosario makes rhyme with sicario. Everything is falling into place. Sicario, Rosario, Rosario, sicario.